Hey, this is Rachel Bowen from Skid Row, and you are watching CMS TV. Yeah.
All right, you want one or two more before I get the fuck out of here?
As long as you can handle it, I can handle it.
I can handle for right now. I'm all right. I'm sweating and stuff now. I'm definitely getting the sweats from the pain, but I got one or two more things that I definitely want to cover.
Okay.
All right. So, topic that we cover regularly. We're going to transition out of metal for a minute and go back to rock, to one of our most traveled bands of the last 4 months. Journey, of course.
Are you going to talk about the hired security?
Yes. Go ahead. If you want to read the story, I'll just comment on it.
You go right ahead. I read it earlier this week, and I was just like, holy shit.
What is going on with these fucking guys? So when we last left off, they started the tour, but they weren't speaking to each other. They're clearly on different sides of the stage. And it looks miserable. It does not look like a fun time at all. So now, this week, this story came out, and I'm not going to lie. I thought this was a bullshit story until I saw it pop up on multiple radio station websites.
Right.
I didn't go for the Metal Wani, who I usually like to go with, or the Metal Den, or Blabbermouth, or any of those. I went to something that I thought would be just a little more checked out because it's radio and they could be sued. You know, they would have more to lose in lawsuit. And this dumb story just kept popping up. But the headline is Journey's Neil Schon and Jonathan Cain hire security guards to watch their dressing rooms on tour. Are you fucking with me with this? I mean, come on. Journey band members Neil Schon and Jonathan Cain have been at odds for a while now, with dueling lawsuits, cease and desist letters, and more. But in a new article, Billboard delves into their very public feud. Amidst the details of their conflict, the mag reveals things have gotten so bad that the bandmates have hired security guards to watch over their dressing rooms in order to keep each other out. What do they think is going to happen?
Well, they kind of detail what happened and why they felt it was necessary to do this.
Okay, I didn't see that. That's not in this article.
Oh, well, if it's not in there, I will tell you.
Yeah, pull it up and tell me what happened, because this just says that it's there.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
A source tells Billboard Schon first hired 2 police officers to watch his room during the band's 2022 tour because he thought people were out to get him. Then at a Florida show last spring, Cain caught an assistant.
There you go. That's this. Read. Yep,
okay.
Right there.
Cain caught an assistant sent by Schon and his wife, is it Michaela?
Yeah, Michaela.
Michaela snooping around his dressing room. There's no word on what they were looking for, but that prompted Cain to hire security to guard his room during the tour as well. The insider says the rest of the tour was filled with fights over whose guard outranked whose. The source notes that notes of the Shons, that's just the level of pettiness and control and conspiracy they came to believe in. And that just goes on to say they're on tour and blah, blah, blah.
Right. Yeah, that's what I read is that, Jonathan Cain found an assistant of Neil Schon snooping around in his dressing room.
Right. Just can you imagine what it's like going from town to town with this band now?
It's a circus.
It's got to be awful, doesn't it? You know, you got those two fight with each other. You got Arnell saying, fuck it, fire me. I don't care. You know, Arnell came out and said he doesn't care if he gets fired.
Well, because he's probably tired of it. It's probably very stressful. It's like, well, are we going to have a show tonight, or what are we doing? You know, nobody wants to be in the middle of this garbage.
Right. Yeah, it's unfucking believable.
Yep.
They have just tore down a good thing.
Yeah, 50 years worth of legacy. You've just destroyed it.
Just wrecked. So anyway, I guess that's a quick journey one, and then we'll do one last thing that you got to hear this. Just it's going to make you laugh. So David Lee Roth is back.
Yeah, I heard he put out some kind of like David Lee Roth studio live sessions or something.
He's putting out these songs, and he's put out a bunch of them so far. He's redoing the Van Halen songs.
Right.
Apparently with some scab musicians that don't sound very good at all. But that doesn't even matter because he sounds wretched.
Well, of course he does.
I mean, wretched. I don't know why he's doing this. I don't know if he thinks it's going to put him back in the public eye or something, but you just got to hear it. So this is Unchained. I'm assuming you love that song, right?
Yeah, I love all the Roth era Van Halen.
Sure. And that song, arguably one of the best of the Roth era. Do you agree with that?
I agree.
All right. Well, wait till you hear the new vocal interpretation of Unchained by David Lee Roth.
Is this reimagined?
It's unimagined.
I'm going to reimagine that David Lee Roth never did this.
Yeah, believe me, that's my reimagining too, is that I wish he wouldn't have. So let's check out a little of Unchained, the David Lee Roth version from 2023.
You're going to get some leg tonight for sure. Tell us how you do. I can get there from here. Well, I'm sure I'm going. Kissing your favorite line. I'm stepping over. Thought you never miss me till I got a 5-city address. Non-stop talker, water rocker, blue-white murder with a size 5 dress. Unchained, baby, unchained. And you have to go running chain. Unchained, baby, unchained. And you have to go running.
Isn't that great?
Yeah. Well, what's the reason for this?
None. I can't figure out what he's doing.
Well, in my opinion, and probably just because he wouldn't have a platform to do it, or maybe he would, I don't know. This sounds something more like a storyteller's thing. I mean, if he wanted to just go out and just gig and perform these songs, quote unquote, live.
Yeah.
Why doesn't he just do a storyteller's thing? It's like, and just do it. You know,
well, because he said he was retired.
I know, but why don't you just do a little, closed session thing? And I think one of the things that I really liked about VH1 was that whole storytellers.
Sure.
That I love those series, and this would be a perfect thing. It's like, well, here's a song called Unchained. There, let me tell you a real quick story. Me and Eddie one night we were doing blah blah blah. So we're gonna do it for you right now, and do it.
Yeah. It's pretty awful.
Yeah, I don't get it. I'm not sure what that's all about.
Want to hear a little more?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, here we go.
This is my chance to fly. Nothing. Thought you never miss me till I got a 5-city address. Oh, stop talking, blue-white money in a size 5 dress. Unchained, baby, unchained. And you have to go right in chain. Unchained, baby, unchained. Unchained, baby, unchained.
What the hell is he doing?
Yeah, I don't get the reason behind it. It's like,
It's just a shitty rambling version of an otherwise tight, great song.
yeah, it's like, I mean, he should just call this David Lee Roth fucking around in the studio.
Yeah, I mean, the song is tight. That's what made that song so good. Was that the crispness of it, the tightness of the entire sound. And now he's doing it like a lounge version. Oh,
Yeah,
scat doodly boodly bopped.
Well, yeah, that's funny you should say that, because it's David Lee Roth doing Van Halen songs as David Lee Roth, the carnival barker.
Yeah, the fucking jazz hands douchebag.
Right.
Yeah, this is so bad. But
Bozy bop, bitty bop.
all right, a little more of this, and then we'll get done with this. Here we go.
Oh, that suits you. You're gonna get some leg tonight for sure. Tell us how you do. Take a break. Send me the selfie. One break. Coming up. Chain. I'm chained, babe. I'm chained. And you're in the ground running chain. Unchained, babe, unchained. Oh, unchained,
There you have it.
I wonder what Alex Van Halen thinks of that.
Oh, I'm sure he hates it.
It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, he's probably like, "What are you doing to our legacy, you
Like,
dummy?"
why do you have to destroy something that was just permanently cemented in time?
Oh, I know. Now we get that version.
Oh boy.
Knowing Roth, he's probably got some movie deal or something that they'll use that version in a movie or something.
Right.
Ugh, that's just awful. But yeah, that was the last thing that I had for tonight, was just to share that fucking disaster. What an abortion that is.
I agree. All right.
All right, and that's going to do it for me. I am sweating and dying and needing of ice and blah, blah, blah. So,
All right. Well, I'm going to hang out for about 45 more minutes,
okay,
and I'm going to play some tunes. And if
Cool.
you want to get a request in, just send it over to request@theclassicmetalshow.com.
all right.
Request@theclassicmetalshow.com. I'll play, hang out here till 1 a.m. Central or 2 a.m.
That's pretty good.
And play 45 minutes worth of tunes.
Hell yeah, that's good.
All right. Well, since you had Mickey D as a guest this week, Motorhead, or there is a Motorhead release out there called
Mm-hmm.
Bad Magic, Seriously Bad Magic.
Yeah.
And it's got 30 songs on it. And I thought I'd just play a song from that.
Works for me.
I have no idea what this is. But I'm going to play a tune called Shoot Out All of Your Lights.
There you go. That works. Sounds fun.
Sounds very Motorhead-ish.
Exactly does.
All right, so I'm going to play some songs for the next 45 minutes. So if you're still up and listening to us and you want to get a request in, request@theclassicmetalshow.com, and I'll play some songs. So
Cool.
Well, Chris and I will be back next Saturday. He'll muddle through another hour or 2 or 3. We'll see how it
Hey,
goes.
we got like 3 hours this week. That's not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. So
We're getting there.
want to thank Mikey for stepping in too.
Right. Jim in the chat room. Yeah, thanks, Mikey. I definitely appreciate that. Filling some of my gap in here. Thank you, sir. That was a good segment by you guys too, by the way. You know, and Eric was almost on point with the masturbatory fucking problem. The only problem is it's actually shuttled my masturbatory fucking habits because
well, you got the injury due to your masturbatory.
Well, yeah, allegedly. I wish that was true, but it certainly has stalled the masturbatory habit. And going lefty, even though I'm left-handed, that doesn't work.
Right.
That's like fucking an ugly chick. That doesn't work. It just doesn't feel as good. So, but yeah, just real quick, Jim wants me to promote this on Chris Aiken Presents on Monday. The great Jarvis Leatherby will be joining us from Night Demon
to
talk about The Outsider, as well as Jason Beeler will be joining as well from Saigon Kick and whatever this thing is called, Beeler Street or whatever he's doing. He's got some crazy new thing. So he'll be on as well on Chris Aiken Presents. I'll be limping my way through that one as well on Monday, but I will be doing it. So if you're a fan of Night Demon or Jason Beeler or Saigon Kick or whatever, tune in on Monday live, 8 p.m. Eastern on the various places.
All right. Fair enough.
And that's that.
All right. Well, appreciate everybody who's, contributed tonight and all that. But like I said, for the next at least 45 minutes, I'll hang out and play some tunes. So let's play something off this latest Motorhead release, Bad Magic, Seriously Bad Magic. So here's Shoot Out All Your Lights exclusively here
on your classic metal show.